Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or in this episode, we're going to go with Daniel Chappie James Jr. or Dorothy Watkins James. Now, Daniel, also known as Chappie, was an American fighter pilot for the U.S. Air Force who in 1975 became the first African American to reach the rank of a 4-star general. Now, General James met his wife Dorothy while he was at Tuskegee Institute, and they were married on the campus on November 3rd, 1942. They had 2 sons, 1 daughter. General James' son, who's also a lieutenant, General Daniel James III, also served the United States Air Force as a fighter pilot in the Texas Air National Guard. He served from 1995 to 2002 as a general of the Texas National Guard, becoming the first African-American to hold the post. So this is generationals of first in this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And as director of the Air National Guard from 2002 to 2006. In the summer of 2006, he retired from the Air Force as rank of lieutenant general after 38 years of total commissioned service on active duty as an air gunsman. Come on.
That's what's up.
How the family gonna have 2 generations of first?
Hey.
The daddy and the son.
That's how they do it, right?
4-star general. Tuskegee Institute. And he married his wife November 3rd, 1942. We all know what was going on in 1942. Bullshit. Then had babies. And then went on and do more. Come on.
More. And then invested in those babies. And what they do?
What we said on Von Zant. Daughter dollars turned into mommy bucks. Did y'all watch the episode of Von Zant with Monifa? That was a word. When she was like, you know, our kids, and they was doing a mother-daughter relationship. The time and the wisdom you invest in them is daughter dollars, right? Mm-hmm. And as you age, right, they turn into mommy or daddy bucks. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, you're supposed to reinvest those back into your kids. And that's the different type of generational wealth we're talking about. But they said sometimes folks hold on to them.
Yep.
Or they don't get enough, right? Because whatever you get as a child, them bucks turned into the money. And if you only got so much money, you only got so much to give out to your children. And that's why you have to have a village of folks who are investing daddy and mommy bucks into your kids, right? So as a mother, if you only got a limited amount of money or time to invest in, that's why you have the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the friends, to give more wisdom into your children, right? Because whatever, blind spots you had, that's what the folks supposed to be providing.
Absolutely.
What does she call it? Daddy, mommy, daughter dollars, and mommy bucks.
Yep.
Them 2 different things. Mm-hmm. And they shift into it. Come on. Did that touch your spirit on the episode of Fits My Life?
It did. Because I was wondering who invested in me.
And then, Von Zant petty. So she had fake money out and was asking them questions. Did you talk to your daughter about sex?
Nope. You don't get no money.
You don't get no bucks for that. Did you tell her that you loved her? Daily? Nope. Did you tuck her in?
Right.
Nope.
Did you read bedtime stories to her? Nope.
Did you teach her how to cook?
Nope.
Sing to her?
Nope.
Tell her what it means to be as a woman?
Nope.
Jeez. Did your grandma do it? Okay, well, you get a little bit for grandma. Right? And then even how the mother was seeing how she was more invested in by her mother, and she didn't invest in the next generation. And then how that cycle continued. To say, well, baby, I think the mother came out, she had like $5,000 or something $1,000 invested in her, and her daughter only had $1,800. And then she's like, so she's supposed to invest this $1,800 into her other 3 kids to divide that up. Mm-hmm. What's that, about $500 a piece? Then they invested in their kids. $20, right? It keep going further. You know how Von Zant be.
Invest into your children.
Financially, emotionally, spiritually, all the above. But anyway, thank you, General. Off topic again. Mm-hmm. That again, we're just highlighting different Black couples for y'all to research on and know that Black love is real. Who was you?
I'm Niambi.
And I'm Niambi.
And this is episode 190.
Hey.
And we are like 10 away
from 200.
200.
We've been running our mouths for 200 episodes.
And y'all still here?
They are family, that's why.
Hey.
Can't shake them.
Sure can't. Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. What's going on?
What's my check-in? I got 2 check-ins. Mm-hmm. So one, y'all know we're adjusting out here to Silicon Valley. Niam's looking for his job, and I love my job, right? And it makes a comfortable living. But I still have other bills that I'm paying for, right? As I hinted at, like, I'm going through litigation, and I made it very clear that the money that I provide for litigations or lawyer is not coming out my Silicon Valley salary. Mm-hmm. Like, it cannot it's not integrated at all. Mm-hmm. Like, the litigation, that's side money, right? That's just for shits and giggles, right? So it's getting to the point where it's like, ooh, do I want to go into that? And I'm like, hell no, I'm not going into that, right? So what I decided to do, because I'm a natural born hustler, I was like, well, I'm gonna give me a little side piece of job, right? Just to do when I'm free, when I got time, right? And to move from there. What I do on the side, y'all, is through a company. I ain't gonna say the company, y'all. I never say the company, but I'm a side nanny for these rich ass motherfuckers in Silicon Valley. So like maybe every other weekend or a couple times during the week, like for 4 or 5 hours, I'll go watch some badass kids and, make a decent amount of money, right? I pick my schedule. I can pick where I go, where I don't want to go, age range, all that stuff. It's simple. I thought it was going to be a good hookup, decent hourly pay for the most part. I do nights. So the most interaction I got to have with the children is 2-3 hours. Yeah. Then they in the bed, right? I'm just making sure they don't get out of bed or make sure they get in the shower on time.
Right.
So I'm like, I can handle this. I was tested Sunday.
What happened, baby?
First of all, I took it. I took this job on Sunday evening, and I was like, wasn't the happiest about it.
The thing is, we was having conversations about this for like, I want to say a week and a half.
Yeah.
Like, what the kids going to be like.
Yeah, because it's one of my first
bad.
jobs.
Niambi.
And Niram was like, they going to be bad.
Now, I was like, Niambi got this afro. You going to do some white kids, and they going to call you a nigger wench. And you going to have to, like, sit there and just bite it. And I was like, what you going to do?
Leave. I said, I'm going to call the police and say, I need to leave. Or call their parents and be like, I have to go. And I was like, they ain't going to be bad, right? Because I'm thinking these going to be Silicon Valley kids. If anything, they might play with, like, TV too much. Or, like, I was assuming they're independent. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing pretty much what they're going to do. So I get my first assignment. It's for about 4 or 5 hours. So I'm like, cool. And they send, like, a little summary of the kids. So it was 3 kids, ages 9 and 12 was the age range. And part of the job, you're supposed to call, like, the parent. And so I called the parent, and it was the father's number. And he was like, oh, yeah, come on over. I'm actually out the state. Can you call their mama? And I'm like, I said, yeah, sure. Your number's listed, but sure. And so I called the mom. First call. Ba-ding, hello, this is white woman not available. So I'm like, hi, this is Niambi. Just coming in, letting you know, blah, blah, blah. Give me a call when you get a chance. Wouldn't you as a parent want to call that person back who will be watching your child for the next 4 hours, right?
You would think so.
And I was touching in, right? This is kind of our time to say, like, basically, do your kid got any fucking ticks I need to know the fuck about, right? Like, is they allergic to something? Is they ticky boom boom? Like, let me know the hot spot, sis.
Right.
Nothing. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's just busy. She'll just give me a call back before I go. And it's like the day of. And I was like, sis still didn't call me back. And I'm checking like my little calendar to make sure like she didn't decline or cancel or anything. And then I was like, well, let me just give her a call a couple hours before I come. So I was like, hey, so-and-so, this Niams. I called you a few days ago, just checking in.
Right. You still want your kids watch?
Let me know if you need anything. Nothing. I'm supposed to be there like at 4:00. I get a text like at 3:20. Hey, Niams, this is White Mama. We running late. Can you come in about an hour? I'll have some food delivered to the kids. No screen time. They're twins. The twins should be in bed at 8. And I was like,
that's it,
ma'am. So you don't want to have any vocal communication with me? So I'm like, okay, great. And then she texts me back, oh, we're going to be back there in about 15 minutes. Can you be there now? Sure. I'm getting paid regardless if I'm there or not, ho. Because I'm clocking in. As soon as it starts at 4, I'm waiting. Go there and I knew she know something wrong. So first, I think it was a sense of relief on everyone's faces. I got a little nervous about the white kids because Niram got in my head. I was like, fuck. These going to be some white kids who ain't never been around nobody black. And here I come. A sense of relief. I come in.
Or some Asians.
Well, Asians not as bad. I feel like Asians understand black, right? They might not really want to fuck with it, like, or India. They might not want to fuck with it, but they're very clear on what the fuck brown skin is, right? It's white kids act like they don't know what brown skin is. Like, I feel like Asian kids, India kids, they might have like some unconscious bias when it comes to like colorism and stuff, but white kids be like, fuck, what are you?
Chocolate giant.
White kids be like, what are you? I've just never seen this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I feel like other kids from I should say a more diverse background, they just got some unconscious bias shit at play, right? So I'm like, fuck, these gonna be some white kids who've never seen a nigga before. And of course, I got my hair tied up because I didn't wash it. So I don't even have my hair out or anything. So I got this little Angie Mama do-rag thing going because I'm waiting till I go to Detroit to get it done. I show up. I think we both have a sense. I see white mama. I said, okay, there go white mama. She kind of, she's frazzled. She came in. First of all, I got there and they still weren't there. So I sent a text, hey, white mama, here.
I'm here with y'all.
Just let me, I'm glad to sit in this car for 4 hours. Not a problem. I bring a book. White mama come hitting around the corner on 2 wheels in the minivan. I said, oh shit, skirt. Here come mama, white mama coming out the car. She a little heavier set white mama. You could tell she has a lot of things on her plate just from her hair. Like, you ever just seen someone who she's either exhausted or off coke. I wasn't sure which one. And so I'm looking like, hi, how are you? I'm Niambi, white mama. And then all I see is these 3 multicultural kids coming out. And you can see almost a sense of relief in her eyes. Like, oh, they need a black role model. And I'm like, oh, these children black. And I got in, I was like, I almost was like, whew. Okay, at least we norm setting. Okay, these some brown enough mixed kids enough for me to be like, oh, these kids black. They on the spectrum of me not seeing. You know, sometimes when kids multicultural, right, or like have a white parent and a black parent, you be like, if I squint, I really don't know. Right. No, these black. And then I further investigated. I knew something was off because the little boy, who the younger twin, he got off and just ran in the house with his cleats on, like. Basically pushed his mama out the way. The youngest one is kind of scared. Like, I thought she was about to grab my hand and walk me in the house. Don't know me. First of all, I don't know where her hand's been. Right? Because, you know, kids is dirty. You know, I talked about the kids that was at the box store with the dirty face. That was her. And then the oldest one, who 12, coming out on crutches. I said, what the hell is going on here? And then the mama just walk in the house and leave the door open to the van. And I'm at the door. I said, you want to close that? And then the mama's like, yeah, all right, everyone gonna be on that good behavior, and everybody in the house scatters, and I'm just in the living room, and the mom like, all right, see you in a few hours. And I'm just sitting in the living room like, hello everyone, could we all come and do an intro? And so the oldest one is on the couch with her leg up because she done twisted her ankle. So I'm having a conversation with her. She got some good sense. But then the little one come out, the little girl come out that's 9, and she's the one with the dirty face, and she's just talking nonstop. She's talking nonstop. She's talking about what she's doing at school. She's doing modern dance. Yeah. She's trying to be slick and be like, oh, can I dance? I'm going to get the iPod. Hold up, bitch. No screen time. I just want to dance. I said, let's do it in our head. So she's performing. And then half an hour it hit me that said, I did a head count. I said 1, 2. I think it's supposed to be 3 of y'all. Where's that third motherfucker at? Where the boys? So I went and looked for him in the house. And I was like, hey, we'll call him Tom. Hi, I'm Niambi. I'm going to be here, with you. Food should be here in an hour. And then after we eat, mom wants you in bed at 8. So it'll probably be time for us to get in bed, have some dessert, and wind down. That's what he said.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
It was nothing.
I said, Tom, can you hear me? Tom. He said nothing. And he was just looking at the book. I'm sitting right in front of him. I said, Tom, Tom. I said, oh, okay, I'll be back. Then I just left. I said, I don't give a fuck if you do. Mind you, he in the bed with his full uniform on and cleats. Because I was going to tell him to take off his cleats. I said, I don't care if you bring roaches in the bed. I don't care if, fine. At 8 o'clock, we're getting in the bed. And so I'm in the living room talking with the oldest daughter and asking, what they do, what they're interested in. It's more the youngest girl just running her mouth. Then all of a sudden I see something out my fucking peripheral run by. And I forgot, shit, it's 3 of them. That's Tom. Hey, Tom, food should be here in about 20 minutes. So, we're going to get ready. Nothing. Tom shoots outside in the backyard. Phew. First of all, I don't know this house. First of all, I missed a huge point. The house is like an episode of Hoarders. It's just books and panties in the kitchen, like clothes on the floor, refrigerators packed, dishes piled to the ceiling. And I said,
panties in the kitchen.
Oh, panties and towels in the kitchen. It's just, it looked like a house in turmoil. But that's fine. I'm not here to clean. I'm here with my jean jacket and my sweatpants on, and I'm going to sit in this spot and entertain your children.
And watch these kids.
Come on. I don't got time to judge. Fine. Maybe mama got it. I'm like, you hiring a nanny, you need to hire a house person. But then he go outside, and I was like, well, let me see what the fuck is going on. I didn't know if that backyard was enclosed. So I did a quick thing in the backyard, and it's all enclosed. So I said, okay, we good. It's enclosed. So he'll play. And then all of a sudden, he keep going back and forth. You know, my grandma raised me. What the fuck are you doing out there? You're mighty fucking quiet. The backyard not that big. So I go outside. This motherfucker don't put on a helmet. I said,
what type of helmet?
A fucking helmet to leave, like to get on a bike, to roller, something to get on something with wheels. And I'm looking like, oh, hey, Tom, you going somewhere with that helmet? Mm-hmm. Nothing. He's still not talking. He has not said one word to me. And then next thing I know, he go to his bike, and he's trying to unlock the bike lock. Uh-huh. And he's trying like for 5 minutes to unlock the bike lock. So I'm going to the 12-year-old to be like, so he's playing with his bike? Like, is that something he does? Or like, does he ride his bike in the backyard just in circles? You know, I'm poor black. Remember you used to ride your bike inside the fence? Maybe he just doing that, right? Right. And she was like, no, like maybe he's trying to pull up. He should be at open. He's probably trying to pull up fast one on you and get out of here. Hey, bitch, what? I said, oh, he's not going nowhere tonight. And I was like, hey, Tom, you're not going anywhere. Still no words. I said, let me be clear. You're not leaving the backyard. So if you don't even need to play with the bike anymore. You're not going anywhere. Then he screamed, this motherfucker took off. And guess where he went?
Where he went?
Up a fucking tree.
What?
God damn it.
You ain't following?
I don't know. What type of rodent do I look? I don't climb trees. I'm not a bear.
You ain't just pull his ass down?
He was quick because I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't think he was going to do it because I'm still thinking these black kids. Uh-huh. And I don't know many black kids climbing trees high. I do. He climbed that fucking tree. And I was like, Tom, get down. And he went up to the highest branch and laid across of it like the character from the Jungle Book. You know, with the legs dangle? Yeah. Who was that? The jaguar with the legs dangle? Who was that?
Baloo? I don't know who that was. Let me see.
And I'm like, you need to get down. And then I went back in the house to the 12-year-old. Because I'm thinking in my head, one, why did the mama hire me and these kids is 9, the twins are 9, and the girl is 12? Like, shouldn't that 12-year-old and they be able to handle themselves for 5 hours? Mm-hmm. This is why I'm learning where they're not. 12-year-old, is this something that Tom do? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're useless. I said, bitch, do he climb trees? Like, is this normal behavior? Is this normal? And then here come the youngest girl who his twin. I'll play some music to make him happy. No. She just want the fucking screen time, but I'm so concerned with this motherfucker in the tree that she don't want to got the iPad and playing Because I'm Happy and all the Hamilton soundtrack. And the brother's losing his mind, like, turn it off, I hate music. And she's doing a modern dance interpretation of all the songs while under the tree, and I'm trying to get him down. Meanwhile, the 12-year-old's in the living room with her feet propped up, don't know what the fuck is going on. And I finally told Tom, I said, you know what, Tom? When the food get here, you need to come here and eat. So you can play out here all you want, but when the food come and or it's dark, you have to come in or I'm calling your mama. I'm either calling your mom or the police. Whoever answers first. Because I'm not doing this. Food comes. Tom don't come in. Guess what the younger sister did? What? She went out. We had Chinese food. She went out with a dumpling like a puppy and was like, ooh, dumpling's your favorite. Come on down. What the fuck is this? I'm pissed. I'm hot. He finally come down. I ignore him. He come down. He eat. She bring him in. Like we all in. We sitting at the table. We eating. Then he ate 3 bites and he go for the door. And I was like, no. I closed the door. I said, no, you're not going back in the backyard. I locked it. Mm-hmm. Then he screamed. Ah! And then he went to the front door. And he ran out the front door. You know what?
What you do?
Got after his ass. It's a fucking main street.
His ass would have just got hit.
Then I grabbed him. And then he was like, oh, okay. I said, Tom, why are you running? You cannot go outside because it's about to be dark. You have to stop. You know what he said? What? Okay. And he came in like a new fucking man. He came in, he sat down. No, I take that back. He was like, okay, but I just want to finish this art project I was working on. I said, where's the art project? He said, right on the patio. I said, you have 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay. And he finished the art project. I was like, you want me to take a picture and send it to your mom? He was like, could you please? Please, manners. Where's this coming from? I took a picture of it. Then we come in the house. He a new different person.
He a new man.
New man.
New money.
Talking to me. Yes, thank you. Do you think it's pretty? Nice. I like it too. What the fuck is this? So he calm, cool, collected. Now we getting closer to the 7 o'clock range because the twins supposed to be in bed at 8. I said, all right, shower time. Who going first? Guess who volunteered? Tom.
Tom?
I'll go take a shower. No problem. Who the fuck is this? As soon as he going to take a shower, who loses their mind next? The little girl. The one who has been performing arts and talking Miss Talkative loses her fucking mind. My sister hates me. Everyone hates me. What is life? Bitch.
What is
It
life?
reminded me of, what's that movie that M. Night Shyamalan had with the grandparents with the nighttime disease?
Oh, The Visit.
Because she flipped. She lost her shit.
Uh-huh.
And she was just screaming and like saying that her sister hated her. I said, did you say something to her? And the sister be like, what the useless 12-year-old do? Y'all can't see me. And I said, what did you say to her? She was like, I was like, then I finally went to the girl, like, what, the young girl, what's wrong? You have to breathe. And then after you breathe, you have to tell me what's wrong. Then she's like, well, my older sister told me that I'm mom's least favorite and no one likes me. And I went to the girl. I said, did you tell her that? She said, incorrect. I told her because of her immature behavior, she's most likely mom's least favorite. And she's not enjoyable to be around when she acts like a 2-year-old, but she's really 9.
Ooh. Come on, Reed.
And then that's when the girl lost her mind again.
That was a read.
I know it was, and it was the truth. Then I was like, now listen. Then I had the Von Zant, the 9-year-old. I said, do you understand that your behavior diminishes your message? I done gave her Tamar. So when you scream like this, although your older sister shouldn't have said that, it's a way you could express yourself, honey.
But
to say, I feel as if I'm not heard or appreciated. Because this not a brother done come out, took a shower next to the oldest one. Be like, yeah, that's true. So they done ganged up on her. And she's losing her fucking mind. Oh, man. And then I'm telling the youngest one to get in the shower. Now, her turn. She don't want to get in the shower because she mixed. And she said, my hair turned into, I look like an owl.
What?
That's
Let me type this in.
She said, I look like a some type of owl because my hair frizzed up. Because she basically don't know how to do product. She need to do lock method. Hair. She don't add no. She's like, my hair look like an owl when I get out and I look crazy. Again, what's a 12-year-old? Useless. And then the little girl gonna try to balance him. I said, get in the bath. She's like, I'll compromise with you. If you run my bath water, I'll get in. Listen, bitch, I don't compromise with children. And then here come the little boy. I'll run her bath water.
Interesting.
What?
I now see what hair look like owls look like.
She said her hair look like an owl. And then finally after this, we get them in bed. We got them. I done read everybody a book. Come back out to the useless 12-year-old. What's she doing?
What's she doing?
Oh, I forgot I got to do some homework. Good luck, bitch. And then finally white mama come home and I'm ready to go. So this experience was a lot. It's almost Take the Box Store Chronicles. Is that how 9-year-olds are supposed to act?
I don't know.
Do they climb trees, go out the doors, have tantrum? Like, and the thing is, why didn't they fucking mama say nothing?
She just told your ass, good luck. Bye-bye.
What type of white mama and black daddy from West Africa, because I seen all type of West African things there. Mm-hmm. What is happening? And none of these light-skinned kids know how to do their hair. Hairs was all over the place. I wanted to be like, have you looked into Natural? She got a new product release. If they was sweet, I would have French braided their hair, but they ain't sweet, so they gonna continue to look like owls.
Do you know Natural 85? Next time you get your phone, next time you got screen time, maybe you should look that up. You can't look at it.
It was a lot, Nero. What did you think about when I was texting you, though?
Well, you just text me because she texted me like, these kids are bad. And I was like, oh, really? Yeah. ... Yeah. And then it was just like a bunch of dots moving. Like, I'm thinking Niambi like writing long ass sonnets. And then 2 hours later, it was like, these kids are really bad. They're terrible, and I don't want to have kids anymore.
It made me not want to have no more children. Because I said, is this what children is? Because nothing about that was enjoyable. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't know what to do if my kid did that.
I told you, baby.
One of them didn't even talk for the first hour and a half.
You got to cuss them out, or at least put a fear of God in it. See, if it was me, Tommy, sit your ass down.
You'd have fell out the tree.
Exactly.
Climbing up a fucking tree with a helmet on.
Get your ass down.
Where do you think you're going bike riding, sir?
Tommy. You know me, I would have shook the damn tree. Kick that bitch. Make it shake.
Tommy, get down.
Get your ass
Climbing
down.
up the tree.
Look.
Could you y'all see my face?
I just be snapping. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Maybe they need more black role models. But they don't have to ever worry about calling me.
Get a rock and throw it.
Because they come through, I can't do it. But that in my secretary check-in mirror. So y'all know I was like, well, I need extra money, and I'm gonna just keep it separate. Y'all know I'm doing like the like evaluation chats and everything, and I got my one for mine's supposed to be actually as y'all listen today, but my supervisor's like, oh, can we talk really quick? And I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking just because I'm leaving out of town for the next few days, right? She want to think about some stuff, or just see how my chats are going with my folks, because there's a couple folks that I wasn't worried about, but as y'all know, I come from a team of high achievers. So even if you tell them you're doing good, they don't want good; they want A+.
Right.
And you ain't doing A+ level work.
I don't care.
You're doing B+, maybe
I
A-.
show it up. I want the A+.
Yeah, so I think that's where I thought she wanted to coach me to it. But go ahead and hear it, Nero. Hit it, Nero. Oh, Nero, I'm always behind on the hit it.
I ain't hitting that.
What'd you say? Just let it play. Y'all know when I play Total Praise, I got a praise report.
Is that a heart beam?
Come on. Everybody get their praise ready. Use your praise as your weapon. Come on. This is me walking home. Come on. Hit it, man. That's it. Me and my manager was walking. And I'm like, hey, what's up, so-and-so? What's going on? Like, okay, I know you're heading out. She's like, I just want to tell you something. I said, what's going on? She was like, for this cycle, you've done so well. That's all, thanks. Again, I'm waiting to like, bitch, look at my head. Bitch, get to the point. What are you? I'm tired. This is my only free half an hour. You're supposed to be sitting having a cup of coffee somewhere. She said, Niambi, you did so good. You did so good these 6 months you've been here. And it's not normally, we don't do this in 6 months, but we want to offer you a promotion.
What?
The Lord came from the sky, parted the sky, and I said, huh? I don't think she knew. I wanted to immediately get on my knees and said, when I think about the goodness of Jesus and what he's done for me, my soul cries out. Hit it. That's all I could hear in the background. Look, let the heart go. Let it go again now. Come on. What do you think about Jesus? I was just saying, Lord, I need a little bit of extra money. Niram don't got his job yet, Lord. I'm going to pick up this side job so I can pay who I need to pay when I need to pay. I said, the Lord, you asked the Lord to be your provider, and he provides. I asked the Lord to be a way maker. He make a new damn path. I said, Lord, I need some more money. He said, how fucking much? Come on. If y'all don't know the Lord like I know him, y'all better get on there.
That harp, though.
And y'all know how Nero feel about it. Come on. Okay, come on, Nero, stop playing. But it's real, right? Like, it was one of those moments. She was like, you got to celebrate. How do you feel? It's like, I was like, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Like, this is not on the radar, right? Like, of course, I'm always going for promotion, but this was something I thought that was 18 months or so down the line, especially in the company that I work in, right? So I'm like, when she said it, I was like, what? Like, it talks about grace and mercy. It reassured me that none of this got nothing to do with me. Not everything I do and say, it all go to him. I turn to my Aunt Adele.
Now you out here saving.
I'm Auntie Adele now, honey, because it's all of it go to him. Who got the promo? Jesus got a promo. Jesus got a promo this week. And it's just something about it, right? Oh, Nero keep playing this song. Last time, Nero.
That
Why
harp,
you keep doing a heart? Why you start from the beginning?
because that harp be banging.
Come on.
Go ahead, Niambi.
It's just something about, right? Like, just completely surrendering to the process and being faithful, right? And having faith and navigating within that, right? Like, it was just such a beautiful moment of God's demonstration of grace and mercy, right? When you put yourself in boxes that I didn't even know, right? I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'll work here maybe for a year and a half. In a year and a half, I'll get a promo. With promo comes more money, more stock, more opportunity, right? And the Lord said, oh, you need this. Oh, that's not a problem. What else you want? Right? So, I know I can't be the only one in the season of like, what I'm going to do next, Lord, where it's going to come from. Won't he do it? That's all I can say is, won't he do it? Because I even go back to, where was I a year ago?
At that damn box store.
Come on. I was at the bot store. Hustling up. Barely making a couple dollars an hour. Doing hard labor.
Yeah.
Walking 30,000 steps. I need to get back to that. Walking 30,000 steps a shift. Lifting boxes. Cashing people out. People cussing me out over coupons.
Don't
Working
put my negligee on
the conveyor belt. You know what I'm saying? Working with the cart attendants. Ringing people up if it got busy. Because don't let it fool you just because I oversee the front that I ain't too good to ring up somebody. Cleaning shit up from the bathroom. 1 year. 1 year, this is where I'm at. Right?
Yeah.
So worried. Like a year from last year, so worried because I didn't know what I was going to do. Friends left you, abandoned you. Maybe get a text every 6 months. How you doing?
Fuck them niggas.
Right? But it got me thinking, right? You know, you got to have this community. You got to put the whole armor on, right? And it got me to thinking and just got me to be just so, I ain't going to stay on this long, but just got me to be so grateful. And that idea of using your praise as your weapon and knowing that where I'm at now is because of the prayers of so many people built on top of it. Right?
Right.
To be like, what I'm going to be a year from now?
I know, right?
What is it going to look like, Lord?
Motherfucking beast mode.
But it says thank you. All you can do is say thank you. And as I keep telling you, prosperity is not a good teacher. And last year taught me some good ass lessons, honey. I don't know. It was just, I'm so full and so overwhelmed to know that this is the process that progress I can make in a year. From where I've been. Right? So y'all don't know the whole story. Y'all only know a fraction. The whole story from where I've been to now, to what I'm looking at, what I'm doing. The evolution I made spiritually, personally, emotionally, career-wise. Right? So even if we take the Lord out of it, I know some people agnostic, Niambi should work. Fine. Even if you think about professionally, I didn't even realize it was companies out here would not only celebrate you, but not only, push you forward, but celebrate the work you've done.
Yeah.
If only you take the step out to go to somewhere where you're appreciated and not tolerated. But it comes back to being comfortable and stagnant to where you are. Right? If you comfortable where you at, you ain't gonna move. Right? It took me for my world to be shooken up, to lose it all, everything, for me to get to this spot. Don't be Niambi. Listen to the whispers. Listen to the voices. Don't get to that point, right? Don't be scared to make moves. Because see where you can be in a year. Because it's comfortable now.
Yep.
But what's on the other side of that, though? Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm making sense.
You making sense, baby.
But when I tell you that I'm blessed and highly favored, and you want to be on Niambi's intimate circle of prayer and conversations with the Lord, because the way we talk and operate, sure. I don't know. I don't know who that was for, what it was for. If y'all trying anything, go for it this week. I said, Lord, I need some money. He said, how much? I need you to be a way maker. Okay, this is the way. I've created a new road. Lord, I need you to be my peace. Peace be still, honey. What you worried about? I don't know. I know I'm taking a long time. I'm taking a long time in this episode.
That's good, baby.
But how you feel about this, Nero?
I just know you out there doing your damn thing, baby. That's all.
Did it surprise you?
No.
Because y'all don't know that. Because I had like somebody, there's some people of color in upper levels. It was like, yeah, they folks really like you. But I'm just thinking because one thing I learned from my elders and my mentors is the next generation, you got to make them feel good.
Yeah.
You got to be like, yeah, keep doing what you got to do. Yeah, so they don't burn the fuck out, right? So I'm thinking they just tell me I'm pretty so I can go on for another 6 months. But I don't know. It was just, I'm just so grateful.
No, it was something I expected.
Mercy. It's not mine. It's not me at all. It's God all the way.
It was something I expected, right? I expected you to get promo.
6 months?
Yeah. Wow. Absolutely.
I've worked at jobs for years, right? People work at jobs for years to get a $10 bump.
Mm-hmm. You was only there for 6 months.
And getting more than $10.
No.
Getting more than $10.
I think we had a great conversation last night, with our pseudo date night about how you came in and you put in, like, you gave your all to it, right? Like, and really enthralled yourself into the system, the work, the company, and like they recognize it because of the way the company culture is set up. Like, people recognize that shit, right? And I talked about that, like how your hustle when it comes to like this work shit, this 9 to 5 shit, and like how you navigate, the ins and outs of, 9 to 5 them. Yeah, you a beast at it. And I expect nothing but the greatness from you. So when you told me, no, I'm for real.
I was shocked.
So when you told me, I was like, this is something I've been saying for the past 3 weeks. Like once I knew like that was on the board, I was like, oh, you're gonna get promo. He's like, I don't know about all that. And I kept saying it, like, you gonna get promo.
I thought it was a nicety. And like that's the thing, I could take like I understand what symbols mean. Like, and I think that's why my manager sometimes be cool with me. She's like, yeah, they doing this. I was like, I understand. That's not a problem.
No. and that's the thing. Like, even when you apply for this job.
Yes.
And you had the first phone screen or whatever. And I was like, oh, you got this job.
And I was like, I don't know.
And I was like, you got it.
Yeah.
So when I found out promo was on the table and you was having second thoughts about it, I said, you got it. Because that's the way things work out, because you're a beast with it, right? And usually it's the times where you really don't ask for nothing.
Come on.
It is when you get it.
It's them silent prayers. Lord, make a way. Just make a way, Lord. And that's why I'm thinking the Lord done made a way with this little nanny job. I said, well, it's flexible. My schedule is low risk. All right, thank you, Lord. That's all I asked for. And he said, wait, I ain't done.
You ain't done.
And he still ain't done. Woo, think about I wanted to take off. I got so excited I wanted to go for a run. You ever just get good news? I think I wanted to run for Jesus. And that's when my Black Southern Baptist started coming through. I just wanted to run for Jesus. So let me run for Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Let me run for him. But I don't know. It was just really good news. And it was one of them things where you ever feel like you're on your walk. Y'all know I'm on my crooked path. Where I finally feel like the Lord was like, oh, you listening. You finally listening to me, right? You going, this is the way I told you to go. Thank you. So, thank you. I'm excited. All right, Nero. Go ahead. What's your check-in?
Shit, I don't know if I can even pass.
What?
I can't.
What do you mean pass?
I can't even compete with that.
All right.
I was gonna talk about some funny fuck shit about that video that Nishi Nash put out.
What she put up?
Oh, you ain't see? I put it on her
Let me look
Instagram.
At it. Oh, it's on Instagram.
Yeah.
What did see Queen Nash do? She
made like an infomercial for white people.
Oh my god! She taking it back to her Reno 911 days.
Yes, it's hilarious.
Should I watch it or should we wait?
I'm gonna put it on. Let's see if I can put it.
I got it. Should I just play it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me get the mic close so y'all can hear it. Oh wait.
Calls on him for moving into his new apartment.
Yes, that is actually.
Well, you gotta start that over. That's not the
I
beginning.
missed it.
Yeah, that ain't the beginning.
Records are actually showing it's actually his vote. Yeah, I know. Black people have voted.
Oh, I don't know how to start it over, honey. Let me go back. Niecy Nash is hilarious, first of all. So I already know it's gonna be something hilarious. She underrated in this comedy game.
Yeah.
Not for a charcoal grill. No charcoal grills are allowed.
You're scared. Who had the cops called on him?
Oh, I can't get in there.
Oh, let me help you out there.
Thank you. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Your black or brown neighbors just isn't what it used to be. Hi, I'm Niecy Nash, actress, inventor, and advocate for not calling 911 on black people for no goddamn reason. I'd like to introduce you to a radical new product that will save you all the headaches of being filmed and outed as a racist douche. It's called 1844 White Fear, and it's revolutionizing the way racist white people cope with black people living life near them. Our experienced staff have been living while black in America their entire lives.
Exactly.
That is actually your neighbor Michael.
Our records are actually showing it's actually his vote. Yeah, I know. Black people have votes too now.
A regular frisbee or ultimate frisbee?
Call it when black people are having a barbecue, mowing the lawn, golfing, shopping, and so much more.
1844 White Fear is a real number. Call today.
Did they say white fear?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Niecy. We needed that.
That was the joy of Niambi Nash.
Niecy Nash took that clause money, and it looked like a high production
I'm
value,
telling you.
honey.
Exactly. A real life infomercial.
Not mad at it.
Yeah. I had to support it. So I done did that. I done played my lotto. So y'all know if I win, if there ain't no Friday episode.
1.6 billion. Is that what it's at?
Yes.
When I think about the goodness of Jesus,
It's actually probably gonna be at 2 billion before the night is over. Before we
2 billion.
Yeah.
Ain't it coming out yesterday, or when did it come out?
It come out
Tuesday or Wednesday?
it comes out today at
So Tuesday.
yeah, Tuesday.
At like what
11.
time? Oh, soon.
Yeah. So we shall know. The thing is, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Because somebody's gonna hit because they was talking about how the
He said somebody gonna hit.
yeah
Okay. What's
like because the number the random number generator was running out of numbers.
Oh,
Because so many people have done it
we've done all the combinations.
that I think they used up about 80 or 90% of the numbers. So somebody might hit.
I hope they do. I hope it's just one person.
Me too. I hope it's me.
Hey, hey. When I think about the goodness of Jesus, we'll do some type of giveaway if we do it on here. We'll just go on the site and be like, we'll just come on and be like, every Black Love merchandise is free. Just go ahead. Everybody just go ahead.
Just go get something.
Get as much as you want, as much as you need. Don't stop. Yeah, and I ain't the one to play lottery really. But when it hit a certain amount, I recommend you use the dollar.
It's another one too that's like $600 million.
Where that's at? You probably got a better look at winning that.
I started to play that one too, but I didn't.
Yeah, you got a better look winning that one than the billion one. Honestly,
So
because the rates are so
the next
so high.
drawing is Tuesday. Well, today as we record it,
Yeah.
11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
Yeah, soon.
it's almost there.
Woo!
So we
I'm
should
sure
know.
everybody up still watching. Well, that'd be good. I love having. I know Nia and I was having conversations on what we gonna do if we win this. He was like, I don't even know 100 people to give $1 million to, just to give away. I said, oh yeah, at least a third of that just got to go straight up to charity because it's gonna go to taxes anyway. So you might as well give off whatever the max amount is. Get that off the top.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you take the payout, it's going to be about 900 million that you're gonna get.
Yeah,
Like after taxes and things of that sort,
yeah.
and just go from there, right?
Fuck that. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want you to pay me out yearly. Give me my money now. All set.
So yeah, I've already got plans. I already got my mask.
Yeah.
I already know what company I'm going through. I don't know if they can even
Afford it.
Afford
Get
this
this
shit.
high. I don't know if they can afford it. You got to go to like one of these big tech companies. You got to go to Amazon. What's his name? Tony?
Bezos.
And be like, hey, can I buy this?
Just go to Bezos.
Can we swap out or something? Or you got to go to like, I don't know, the other tech companies. Be like, can I have this?
Go to Marky Z.
Yeah, go to. Can I have Facebook? Can I buy Twitter?
Mark, how much would it be for me?
I just out cash just right now.
Can I buy Facebook cash? You know, I would just go to Warren Buffett, like Warren,
Hey, Warren.
Berkshire Hathaway.
What they want to do with this?
I'm thinking about Tubman Douglas and damn, I forgot what the last one. Tubman Douglas, Tubman Douglas and Bethune.
Oh my goodness. All righty.
So I hope y'all niggas play, and if y'all win, I hope y'all slide some bucks this way.
Yeah, I don't even need a lot. I just take like 15,000. Is that okay? Fuck that. I'll just take 100.
1,000?
Dollars.
Oh,
Whatever you willing to give. Thank you. Look, Niambi aim low. I'll take $100. That'd be a nice dinner. Dinner and a movie. Thank you.
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it. This is amazing.
Yeah. So
Good luck. I hope somebody brown and poor win it.
yeah, me too. So that's what's going on. Other than that, just still getting prepped for the marathon.
It's almost here.
It's almost here. Did a little physical therapy.
How's your physical therapy going?
It went all right. I'm actually a little sore.
Yeah.
She whipped my ass. And she talking about she want to do it again on the 30th, right before I fly out. It's like, I don't know if I want you to whip my ass, beat up on me, and I got to get on this plane.
Take an aspirin.
Fuck around, get a cramp while I'm flying from out here to
The West Coast of the East
right,
Coast.
flying coast to coast.
Take an asprin.
know.
You should take an aspirin regardless.
Yeah,
to help thin that blood a little bit.
Yeah. So other than that, you want to get into some a black love story?
We got a black love story. It's been too long.
It's been a while.
I am so happy about it.
Niggas heard me out there pleading.
And they came through. Came for the win. All right, so this week black love story is Dana and Dee, who have been married for 12 and a half years. The first question is, how did you first meet? It says, we met back in high school at an old school skating rink. He asked me to couple skate, and then bam, 10, 12 years later, here we are. Come on, skating rink.
Who would have thought?
Come on, skate land.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? That used to be a thing when you want to skate with someone.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that take years back. Remember, or it just had dances where you just had to ask somebody to dance with someone.
Right.
How, on the guys' end, how was that? Was that nerve wracking or y'all wasn't?
It is. Sometimes it is nerve wracking. You like, if she shut me down and then my homeboys there, them niggas gonna laugh.
Oh, y'all laugh? Y'all need to support each other.
What we gonna say? That's okay, bro. You'll get them next time.
Yeah.
Oh, she told you no.
What? Whack nigga. That reminds me, it was some times at the skate rooms. Do the kids skate now?
I don't know.
Is it like a generational thing? So does every generation go through their skating phase?
I hope so, because
it was a time, right? And it was nice, cost effective. Like, you knew exactly how much you needed. For that, like, you know how much it cost to get in, to buy skates, and buy whatever your combination of trash food was. So be it an icy and a pretzel, or icy and a slice of pizza. Like, you knew how much money you needed, and it was cost effective for everybody.
yeah, they got a skate land out here. Maybe we should try.
I'm sure. I think they got skate lands everywhere. Isn't that like a broad chain?
You know, my ass too damn old to be falling though.
Who you telling? I got to do the bumpers. What's the one where you hold it like it's like a little crutch?
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about, with the tennis balls at the bottom?
yes.
Child, it's dangerous to be skating out here in these streets. Oh, that's so romantic. Next says, when did each of you know that your partner was the one? It says, we knew that we were the ones at a young ages. We married at 17 and 18. We were friends for a while and continue to build on that. Shit.
Dang.
17 and 18. You don't hear about a lot of love stories, like, especially 12 years. Oh, they still young.
Right.
But like navigating through that. What y'all parents say?
Right.
Or y'all caregivers, or y'all friends? Y'all drug y'all poor ass friends to the wedding. How awful was that? Because I remember being in my early 20s and people were getting married. And I was like, now that I think about it, like, I should have listened to my mom and be like, oh, I should have RSVP'd too young. What? Like, because I remember, like, trying to, like, go to all these events, right? And, like, really not knowing the protocol and buying gifts. And, like, you know, you ain't had no money. I just trying to have enough money to go to skate land.
Right.
Like, you know, that's shit we should have bought, like, unlimited skating pass. 17 to 18, young.
It is.
That's that old school, right? That's like back in the day when they used
Damn,
to.
y'all just waited. As soon as y'all graduated from high school, huh?
Who was that? We were talking about the black guy who tips. We kept asking, like, so you've only seen one penis and one vagina. Look at Niambi Nannying being messy.
Hey, it's the truth.
How we so messy?
Curious
I mean, it ain't
minds
about
want to
that.
know.
I mean, now that I'm old, the older I get, they kind of the same when the lights go out. It's just about, how you know.
I disagree.
How do you disagree?
They're not the same.
How are they not the same?
Some are wetter.
Vaginas is different.
Some are wetter. Some are drier. Some are tighter. Some are looser.
Oh, looser. I watched something on TV where there's like this new, like lunchtime process where it looks like some type of intrauterine ultrasound thing, and you put on your vagina and it's supposed to tighten everything back up.
Really?
She said in her infomercial or her line, she said it's supposed to make everything pillow soft.
Oh, interesting.
You old nasty niggas.
Hey.
Oh, but you do think it's different. Well, I think that still goes back to what I said, like the woman knowing herself, right? So if you not as moist, right, or it takes a little bit more or a different touch to get you to where you need to be, you can supplement it with other things to get it to that point.
Yeah.
So it's about, but I guess at this young age, you can kind of grow with each other.
Yeah.
And learn your nasty ways and be nasty
Exactly.
together. Or not know what the fuck you're doing together.
Exactly.
Depends how perseverant you are.
But I guess when you at that, you just only know one, right?
If you don't know better, never mind. We're done. This is like, it's beautiful. Like, well, look how tainted we are. That's beautiful, right? They've been together since they've been 18 years old, right? Respect.
Yeah.
The next thing is, what's the key to success of your relationship? They said the key to our relationship would have to be patience and remembering the friendship comes first. Well, y'all know that's Niambi Nanning's favorite thing. Like, you got to be friends. Because eventually, as Niambi said, you're going to dry up. And then ain't gonna be fun no more.
Ain't gonna be fun.
Or you just gonna be tired. Like, what if someone has a hip surgery and it's just not safe?
No. And you gotta be like, well, I just need you just to lay there.
Oh my God. No, it's about having a connection. Like you want to be having someone that you like, you know what, I just want to be next to them.
Yeah, I do. I definitely agree. Like all jokes aside, like having that friendship first.
Yeah.
Is a big major key.
Yeah, because even during the hard times, like, you know, I always contest a good argument is if me and are the test of the strength of our relationship, or the health of our relationship, I should say, is if we just had an argument and something happens, good or bad, and he's still the first person I want to tell. I'm like, shit, I forgot I done cussed him out. Yeah. Well, okay, he got to get over that shit because I got to tell him this shit right now.
I know how Niambi be. She's like, I supposed to be mad at you, but
I got to tell you this. We'll be mad in 30 minutes.
Or I supposed to be mad at you, but can we cuddle? No, nigga.
And we'll go back to being mad in a little bit when the cuddle over. Impatience is it too, right? So I catch even myself when I practiced patience last week when I didn't interrupt Nero. I don't know if I can keep that up, hold this up all this week.
Oh.
But like patience is when your partner is talking and you already know the answer and you don't say it. And you just hold it in and let them get their whole process out. And you be like, Jesus.
Thank you.
I know the answer, Jesus. I know the answer. Pick me. Pick me, Lord. I know the answer. Next is, what advice would you give to young married couples? They said, young married couples, ... Get off of your demand, you're off your damn phones and love your partner. Silence the world around you sometimes.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get Niambi from that phone. She got 2 of them now, too. So, them bitches be buzzing.
What? Niram said your phone always. Niram be like, who buzzing you at 3 a.m?
Exactly.
I'm like, we got folks all over the world, so probably Australia.
So that's the thing, right? So she keep her work phone out in the living room, and
so I don't look at it at night.
And I'm I'm an early riser,
yeah.
And so there's times where I'll just get up and it's like 5 a.m. and I'm checking my emails and like working on my website and things of that sort, and like I won't have my phone. But like something be buzzing, and it gives me like knee jerk reaction to like check my pockets, or like my robe, and it's like, where my phone at?
Yeah,
and be like, bzz, bzz, bzz. I was like, what the hell? And it's like it's Niambi's fucking phone. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
It's 5 a.m. Like I know it's 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but shit.
It's rolling. It's been rolling since 5. Before 5.
Bzz, bzz.
It's been rolling since
4 a.m. Put that phone down. Put it in a box.
That's what I don't. That's why I don't put it in the bedroom.
Turn it off.
And if I turn it off, you got to load it up. But at least so after I get in the shower, like I'll kind of peek at it to see how my day is going and see if anything's going. But it does take patience, like they said, like Dee and Dana was talking about. Mm-hmm. Next, it says, anything else you want to tell us about your love story? It says, just wanted to say thank you guys for for allowing people to share their stories with the world. Thank you for sharing yours. No, thank you for that, right? Like, it's something to this. Like, I know we teased y'all at first, but there's something about being married at 17 and 18. Yeah. Right? And it works. Right? I think all the time we hear about when it don't work. Mm-hmm. Usually them niggas gonna need to be together to begin with.
Right.
But like it's refreshing to see like, oh, this can work. Like, love is real. Mm-hmm. Love is evolving, it's deep, it's complex, and it's there. So thank you, Dee and Dana, for sharing your story. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Y'all, Niram talked me into it.
The thing is, do you want to do this
yes.
later? Like
no.
Next episode?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you think yeah, you know what? Maybe we should. We're going to go into... No, I'm so torn. Mm-hmm. Let's briefly talk on it.
Okay. I feel like we should give it a little bit more time.
Okay. What we'll do, we'll give y'all a taste. We won't go into it. Niram took me on a midweek date night to go to the movies, and he took me to see a movie that triggered me. You already know what movie it is. Tell them the full name of it, not just the title. Tell us tell them Thug Life. We went to go see Thug Life.
The hate you give little infants, fuck everyone. That's what we went to go see.
Thanks, Nero. And I already told him, like, I was encouraging him to go alone because I wasn't ready. I haven't even read the book because I purposely haven't read the book because I'm not mentally ready to read the book. I can't take much. But Nero was like, no, come. It's going to be good. You need to do your due diligence. And we seen it. And it was us, a couple white people, and these old black couples who was giving commentary.
On everything.
Every piece of the movie they gave commentary. And on the way out, y'all wipe your tears. We gonna be okay. Ma'am, I'm not crying.
I'm from Detroit.
We're from Detroit. I would be like, what is it? The hate you give, what? Gnomes under the bridge for the black girls who thought about suicide over the rainbow. What is it?
The hate you give.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the Y'all know
The
what I'm
hate
talking
you
about.
give little infants fuck everyone.
I was gonna say we the infants.
I am the infant.
Look at that. Look,
Right,
the
y'all-
age group.
Y'all fucked me.
What
So I ain't got no tears to share. Shit. It was times I wanted to cry. Nothing came out. I was just sitting there.
try? You try to squeeze a tear out.
Nothing came out. I was like, well, shit, I ain't got no
I'm
tears.
done. And then I was thinking about Thug Life. Say it again. It's the hate what?
You give little infants fucks everyone.
Did I give the hate you give little infants fuck everyone when I was babysitting this weekend on Sunday?
I think
Did
Tom
I Thug Life him?
I think Tom Thug Life Joe ass.
Tom Thug Life me
Because Tom ain't say shit to you.
for an hour and a half
And he climbed up that damn tree.
and ran out the front door. And all I'm thinking is, what if they never see us running out this front door?
And they call the police on your ass as a black woman.
Chasing after some semi-white kids.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
And that's the thing, like, because at first I was like, Niambi, like, put me on, let me go ahead and do that. Then I was like, I'm 6'3", like, full-on, thick-ass black man.
Yeah.
I'll be the first person they call the police on.
And with that being said, that was the intro. On Friday, we'll give y'all the full breakdown on The Hate You Give and our own movie review on it. And also that gives folks a little bit more time to see it. But I got a lot of stuff I want to pull from it.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm gonna say about The Hate You Give, I don't know if I like the daddy who played the daddy.
I know, you wanted Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I don't want to say his street career didn't feel weird, but I feel like he was acting too much. Like he was acting. He wasn't acting.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? I want somebody who gonna act. Or you know who else could have did that? What's the man on the wire with the cut across his face?
Omar?
Omar. I would have believed that. I would have believed he went to jail. Like, because I just didn't believe the daddy went to jail. I didn't feel like the daddy really served time. I feel like he went and drew those tattoos on
They did.
with a permanent, like with this little etch-a-sketch marker. Compared to the other guy, right, his arch nemesis, where I was like, yeah, I can believe he's been to jail. Mm-hmm. Right. I didn't, the dad, and the thing is he act, right? But he went acting. You know how Omar be acting and was Mahershala Ali?
Yeah, Mahershala Ali.
Uh-huh.
Mahershala Ali, I think.
Thank you. You know, when they be acting, you be in it. Or what's the other guy who played and paid the fool?
Which one?
The lead guy. With the bald head. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He could have did it too, right? Because he could have
Talking
gave
about Wood Harris?
Yeah, he could have gave me quiet. He give me quiet jail energy. You know, because it's two type of jail niggas. It's the type of niggas who scream jail. Like, they don't have to say a word. You be like, yeah, you did time. And then it's the other ones that you can be like, yeah, you did time. You killed somebody. And that's what Will Harris give me. Like, he give me like the silent killer type thing. But the guy who went, he just gives me like formally trained actor energy. And not that he didn't hit it, right? Like, I don't want y'all to think that at all. Like, he hit it. But I don't know. Like, I feel like if we doing jail time, I feel like he did 2 days.
2 days?
In like holding. And he went home. That's all I'm going to say about it. You ain't think that?
I can't.
Did he give you like, I did time realness and I'm recovered?
Mekhi Phifer could have played him too.
Ugh.
You don't like Mekhi?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
I guess he could have. We got to eat, son.
Everyone eats. B.
You know who I would have loved to seen in that role?
Who?
The guy, Ellis Lafayette, R.I.P.
Oh.
I think he would have gave a nice, jazzy, sassy type of energy to that role, right? Because also the counterpart to this is like he really loved his wife, right? And I think that energy had to be played in right too, right? So really showing his unconditional, unwavering love to his wife, but still having this undercover street cred energy was something unique about it too.
Yeah.
You don't think Lafayette could have did that?
Yeah, he could have.
Because he played in my favorite hood novel, True to the Game.
He did.
I believed he'd been to jail. And I believe he'll go back. Or afraid me to go.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
No, keep talking because the lottery just came out.
Did the lottery come out? What's the numbers? Repeat it for the audience.
5, 28, 62, 65, 75.
Repeat. What's the ball?
5.
Oh, okay. Again, the ball is
5.
What's the rest of numbers?
5, 28,
28,
62,
62,
65,
65,
70,
70.
and then the money ball is 5.
The money ball is 5. We
Damn.
hit. Did we
Nope.
get any numbers?
We got the last. We didn't get the money ball, but we got the number before the money ball.
So is that $1?
I don't know. I gotta look it up and see.
It's something. Did any of y'all hit Nia, Nadifa? Come through.
Mama.
Anybody. Blessings to y'all. That's what we should name the episode, the Powerball numbers. That's what we should put in the episode. Put the comment, just put the Powerball numbers just to help. So when niggas wake up in the morning, they'll know if they hit. All right, come on. Let's do some kitchen table talk so we can close it on
The
out.
Powerball numbers are.
The Powerball numbers are. We ain't hit it.
I ain't hit.
It's all right. It's worth trying.
Yeah.
Now, somebody in our circle could have hit.
Yeah,
Like
we
Nia
could.
keeps saying, I don't even know 100 people. We just need to be in somebody's 100-person circle.
Right. Because they don't know 100 people to give $1 million.
I just need to be in somebody's top 100. Come on. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Go ahead, Neroms. Read the first one.
All right. So we got one from ladies first. The subject is introspection.
Yeah.
Hey family, I pray all is well, and I'm truly admiring the growth you two have exhibit since your early shows. I've decided to go back and listen to older podcasts and listen to episode 55 and talk about episode 55 talk about scenarios manifesting them over and over again. In the latter part of that podcast, you were referencing when you have had a loss like a job, family member, and death, and your so-called friends did not show up for you. I had several deaths in my family, of very close family members, and a friend. One of those
Flight risk
you talked about
go back and
in the
listen to the
podcast.
Yeah. No phone call. Text,
No phone call,
dog,
no text,
cat,
or any acknowledgement.
a postcard.
Acknowledgement was given by this friend. And it did something to my spirit.
It do. Because the thing is, you don't want anything, right? You're not expecting them to come fix it.
You just want
to. Fuck. Can you at least show
text.
up? Can you do something? Yeah, go ahead.
I tried to make excuses for them, saying that they don't have my family foundation. You heard of it?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, okay. They don't know how to be there. After listening to the podcast, it is continuously coming to the forefront that this person is truly selfish and shallow when it comes to big life events.
Yeah. Because it can be good or bad, right?
Yeah.
So, right, notice who you telling folks you done got raises and promos or doing certain things, and they just slide right on by it. That's equivalent, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're not celebrating a person.
How should I deal with this person but remain my authentic self? I am a person who can cut people the fuck off and not think twice about it, but it is not many of us where I work and live, and just checking with my family to see how you two would proceed. Thank you.
That's a good one.
You know me, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch
No, you don't have to
off.
cut folks off, right? So I think it's important for you to go through whatever you're going to go through, right, and get through that, right? Because whenever your emotions are high, you're going to cuss them the fuck out, right?
Yes.
Like, even if you go through with, like, you write down the points you want to say and you go in calm, cool, collected, they're going to say something to trigger you, right? So I think it's important for you first to heal and get through whatever you need to get through, right? And get to at least a point where you're back at close to your norm or your average. And I think it's about communicating and telling them, right? So I think with friendships, especially as we get older in age, it's about setting up expectations and, having a conversation with them and making it about, like, don't direct it to them, make it about me, like saying, I want to talk to you, see, and I would start a real calm, cool, collected. How you doing? Like I said, I'm trying to make sure, like you said, let's go through the checklist.
Right.
Let me model behavior I like.
Are you okay?
Is
Are you
everything
sick?
going through?
How your family
Are
doing?
you sure you okay? Like, you need to ask them that you got to ask them at least 3 times. They're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good.
Well, I got to ask you because that didn't seem like your normal
Right.
behavior from what I know you and how we sit together. And I went through this and I didn't even hear from you. So I assumed something got to be going on with you. So I wanted to check on you to make sure there's anything going on.
But ain't nothing going on. I just know you're a trash ass nigga, so now I gotta
But
cut you the fuck off.
No.
It ain't nothing to cut that
No,
bitch
and
off.
then that's how you lead into the conversation. right? To say you check on them. Let me dot my I's and cross my T's. Maybe you is going through some shit. Maybe we got to have the oppression Olympics and you take the front right now. You take the gold, I got the silver. Let me know. Right. But once that's established, then that's when you got to have a straight up conversation, especially if you're friends.
Yeah.
Right. Because I think a true friend would apologize. Right. Even if they're in a situation where like, well, shit, I ain't even know I was supposed to be there. Right. But true friends, if they see that they really hurt you and you come to them with that, they're going to apologize and say, I ain't mean to come off like that. That's not what I expected. Right. Like that's the stuff you should be hearing from someone who's remorseful or maybe overlooked it or didn't have the emotional like intelligence to do it. Right. So it's really about having relational courage in this situation. Like you have to have relational courage to address these situations both ways, because sometimes folks don't know what the fuck they're doing. Sometimes they do. And I think based off that interaction, you'll be able to tell, and you can set your expectation and know if you need to readjust your expectations for that person. All right. Because we talked about this in earlier episodes. Some people are pint people and some people are gallon people. And some folks don't even know what it is to fill someone up. Right. But as you as a gallon person, you need to know you only need to get them a pint of your love or the pint of your time, and be okay with that. Not shade, right? Not being disrespectful, not being shade, but setting up clear boundaries and showing self-love for yourself. Because why would you pour into someone that can't pour back into you? So that's what I think it's about. But I will always lead the conversation with, I just want to see, is everything good? And no, I'm good. Thank you for checking on me. Well,
why the fuck you ain't checking on me?
Yeah,
nigga?
like no, I don't even think why you checking on me. Like I would just say, like, it just didn't seem to be in your normal behavior. That don't seem like something you would do. And because you were acting in a different way, I just assuming something was wrong.
Right.
And if nothing's wrong, did I do something? Like, am I missing the ball here? And you have straight up conversations. And then through the conversation, you set expectations. Like, when I go through tough times, maybe I ain't had this conversation. The type of support I need looks like this. I was expecting you to come through, bring a lasagna. I was expecting you to come through, send me a text. I was expecting you to come through, whatever that come through was or looked like, because it looks different for everyone. And you didn't. Like, I wouldn't know what to say if my friend hit me in the mouth with that.
I would try bust out cry.
What?
Or at least try.
Because the thing is, you don't want it to get around to other friends, right?
Yeah.
What you don't want to do in a situation to go to other folks in your circle what someone so should have did was, because everyone gets to talking,
right?
Even if it's not even if it's not explicitly, people gonna drop little hints.
digs and shit like that. So Niambi gave you the really adult answer. I'm about to fuck shit, and I'm about cutting that motherfucker.
I'm not done, but from the conversation, you can determine your next move, right? So you forgive, right? You agree to disagree, and you move forward in your relationship, and boundaries have been set. If they violate that boundary again, now it's time. Now we grown. You done did it twice, right? So now I do think it's a time to pull a near and be like, oh, I got to adjust my expectations. Right. Or if they get real funky with you and what you want, I'm supposed to do. Oh, sis.
Oh. Ain't nothing cut that bitch off.
You know what Nia say? Friends is like cards. I think we talked about this one of the early episodes when Nia was on it, right? Like, all friends aren't created equally, and you might need to just put that friend in a different category, right? We talk about all the times how friends are like decks of cards. What Nia say? So you got the hearts, the ones that, you can call and tell them how bad life is and what's going on and what you need, right? And then you got the clubs, exactly what the fuck it is.
Go to the club with you.
They just down, right? You can't call and tell them how you hurting and what's going on. They're the one that just like, you ready to go? And you can say anything from Popeyes to Vegas and they ready.
They ready. And you got the diamonds. The niggas always got that money.
They the one who got money. They got resources. I shouldn't say money. They have access to things. Like, sometimes it's money. Like, they the ones friends who always got some coins, or they know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who know how to fix on cars. So like, they the one who always got resources and very interconnected, right? And then you got the who.
You got the spades.
The spades who are down for the fuck whatever. I always say the spades is the one, if you're going in jail, you can't call them because they in there with you. Right? And so you got friends that are in all those categories, and some folks have multiple faces or face cards to who they are, right? And then also within that, you got to talk about the number which they are, right? Sometimes people two of hearts, so you can only call them about superficial things.
Right. They're two of heart, but an ace of spades.
Right? sometimes, you know what I'm saying, they're a tenderheart. So you can call them and tell them about anything. From when you cried on the TV to when your mama died, they up at the funeral with you, crying with you, praying with you, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Same thing with the folks with the diamonds, right? So folks with the diamonds, two of diamonds, mommy only can go to In-N-Out with you, go to Burger King with you, right? But you might have a king of diamonds who said, oh, we going to Yacht Week. And they saying, when is it due? You say tomorrow. They said, no problem.
We at Croatia.
So understanding where to put those friends at and adjusting accordingly, right? So you wouldn't expect your 4 clubs to be supportive during any type of negative experience because they're disappearing.
Right, because they barely can go to the club.
You see what I'm saying? But if these one of your hearts, right, or your spades, right, if these are them 2 friends, they should be there for that, right? And knowing that and being okay with putting folks in them groups. As you get older, it makes your life easier.
It does.
It helps balance all that out. So that's Niambi's advice. Niram, what you saying? You said just cut them off.
I'm about to fuck shit. Cut that bitch off.
What?
It ain't.
With no explanation, Niram.
Look, they know.
No, they don't.
They know.
What?
They think about it, then figure it out.
I know what you mean, but
no, but that is another option, right? I don't know what this history or the history you got with this person, but if it's something that's a constantly trend,
yeah.
Like it might be time to cut them off.
But
right?
now I got to act like the manager. But if you've never brought it to their attention,
I understand.
You have to bring it to their attention. After you did that, then I did what I could. I did everything on my parts. But bring it to, and it's hard. It takes emotional courage to do that. It takes relational and emotional courage to be able to go to someone to be like, you hurt me, because that makes you vulnerable. Right? And especially being in the Black community, it's hard for us to be like, you made me, I'm soft. Like, I'm a teddy bear, right? You hurt my feelings, or you hurt you hurt whatever it is. That's a very vulnerable place to be in.
Yeah.
And be willing for people to be like, fuck your feelings. Right?
Then you have to punch them in the face. But
Thug life. What is it say?
The hate you give little infant fucks everyone. So yeah, anything else?
What's the name of this episode? It's gonna be Thug Life or the Powerball.
Oh, I just named it Niambi Nannying.
Or Niambi Nannying. Or Total Praise.
I just got Niambi Nannying as the potential. What's the name?
All right.
You want to do the next one?
It's fine. Sure, no matter.
All right. You want to read it or you want me to read it?
Go ahead and read it.
All right. This is from Nicole, and the subject is help translating coded colonizer language.
Oh Lord. We should create an app.
It says, hello, Niams and Niambis with an S. Long time no speak. I've been busy trying to figure out how to work like a mediocre white man. I haven't figured that out yet. Anywho, I had a situation come up at work recently, and I'm trying to figure out how to respond to my boss. I work in HR out here in Colonizer Valley. Side note, Niambi and Crystal love to be shady towards HR people. Most of us is raggedy.
Hold on, what happened?
Niambi and Crystal from
I'm thinking
Niambi and Crystal love to be shady towards HR people. Most of us are raggedy.
It is some raggedy people in HR. You be like, ma'am, is this your job?
Most of us are raggedy.
They probably just overwork.
But I don't like these white CEOs enough to put their needs and concerns over my employees.
Jeez, that is, HR is a little rough out here. I be like, ma'am, I think this is your whole department. I think this is what you should be focusing on. I don't have HR push stuff back to me, talking about what you think. Ma'am, I'm going to you for advice. Should I go to legal? I don't know what to tell you.
You the one with the degree. Shit.
Mind you, degrees, like master's degrees,
right,
in HR. Right, we're not talking about people who just a generalist, right? No shade to generalists, but like they ain't just come out here doing everything. Like your specialty is this. You've been doing this for over a decade.
Exactly.
And you still don't know what the fuck is going on.
All right. So this goes on to say I support 4 large client groups, and I got into it with one of the managers of the client groups that I support.
Yeah.
I asked him some questions, being curious to understand and receive context regarding a business decision that he was making involving employees, and he was livid. It felt like he was saying, "How dare you, black woman, question me?" Yeah. He met with my boss and told her that it always feels like Nicole is judging me, and she's too direct. Ooh.
Too direct.
Too direct. Emphasis added. Now I'm a Capricorn sun and
Y'all
a Virgo
are direct.
and a Virgo moon.
Oh my God, you are intense. Then I'm going to tell you that right now. You're very intense.
Capricorn.
But that don't
sun.
give. That's your job, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you're supposed to be good at. If you were a male, you would be rewarded for that. But yeah, I'm going to co-sign with this white man and probably say you probably do cuss him out, and his white ego is bruised when you're done.
So Nicole goes on to say, she says, now I'm a Capricorn sun
With a Virgo
moon.
Jesus.
So I'm direct, curious,
And a perfectionist.
shady, and judgy by nature.
All in one. All in one. But good at what you do too, right? So that like people be like, oh, they're gonna fuck up, but they never fuck up.
Also, we all judge because of our survival instincts. Duh.
Yeah.
The feedback about my level of directness really almost made the unfiltered New Englander jump out.
Yeah.
I feel like there is some coded colonizer language behind his feedback.
Yeah.
Thoughts? My boss wanted to revisit this feedback convo next week, and I wanted to be prepared on how to throw some professional shade.
Yeah.
Help your girl out. Niambi,
Yes.
this is yo.
No, we can talk about it together, right? So go back to what was his feedback again?
That she was too direct.
Yeah. So when you said that, first of all, thank the people for the feedback always, and appreciate the feedback. And somehow get to him and be like, I truly appreciate this feedback, right? And I think you need to reiterate, that we're all on the same team, and
I'm passionate about my work.
I'm not assertive, but I'm really, really passionate about not only the work that I do, but the work that the company does as a whole, right? And I see it as my way to provide, areas of improvement so the project can be even better. So never take what I'm doing as a personal, like none of this is personal, right? It's all about the product. Like you need to reiterate the way in which I work is always focused on behavior of the product. It's never the person, right? So maybe that's something as a company we need to, unpack as a whole and work through it. What I would say you need to unpack with your manager is he needs to get clear on what he's talking about, right? So what he's doing now is a lot of unconscious bias. Yeah, I'm throwing some words out for you, sis. For him to be like, too direct. What does too direct look like? Can you give me an example of what too direct looks like and what it should be like, what it should be instead?
Right.
What's the opposite of direct? Passive?
Yes.
Right? Like, so I think those are the types of things you have to unpack and ask for very particular examples of each situation, right? But always reiterating that, like, it's your goal to, work with the company and do the best that you have with the company. Also, what you're going to have to do, sis, to make this, if he's a long-term client, if he's not, I would say, whatever, just brush him off and go from there. But something you might want to do with your clients is try to build you're going to have to build a relationship with them. Right? Like, you're going to have to get to know them before it even hits this area. And I know it's hard. But you're going to have coffee with them, a 15-minute meeting, just to get to know them, right? And to almost begin dropping gems on them now. Like, oh, yeah, I know you do this. I can't look forward to work with you. I know sometimes I can come off really da-da-da-da, but it's because I do X, Y, and Z. Right? Like, so it's almost setting the stage for this is my persona and this is what I do and this is how I navigate with it, right? Now you're playing office politics and you're navigating within that. Also, I want to know, is he a known asshole? Right? Like, how some people were they're like, yeah, Johnny, he crazy as fuck, right? So figuring out if he's a known asshole, because that's how much energy you would invest in him too, right? If he's a known asshole, like, you take it as a badge of honor to say thank you, add it to the pile. But I think it's about getting clear examples on what they mean, right? Because I think this is tapping into it is tapping into the idea of unconscious bias.
Yeah, there's some conscious bias there. There's also a little racism too.
Absolutely. Right. I'm not sure how comfortable you are with saying that, but it absolutely is. And the way you can get around saying this is blatantly racism is saying I think there's some unconscious bias at play. Being a woman of color, being a woman in this area, because I'm more, clear and concise on what I'm saying, it could be perceived that I am more direct. I think that's totally what's at play. But I'm not sure how ready your organization is for that.
Right.
And you HR, you can be like, maybe we need to do some training on it.
Right.
And give him the glory. Due to John bringing to...
Right. Sound like a little white fragility there too.
Yeah. That's all that stuff's at play. It just depends how deep you want to go into it. But I think I will keep pushing back on, can you please provide clear examples of what that would look like?
Yeah.
Or can you provide me of examples of people who do it well?
Mm-hmm. And then for some passive aggressive people, you can point that shit out.
Yeah. That's what it's going to be like. And this is also a motherfucker you're going to have to keep a clear and apparent paper chase on. But I think whenever it's working with clients groups, it's about like, y'all need to have some intro coffee chat type stuffs.
Y'all niggas hiring?
Yeah. Like, and you do, and I know it's the office politics. As Niambi said, I play it so well, right?
She
But
do.
Any new client group I go into, I make sure I have a meeting with them prior to.
I don't
Like
play
before
well
we
in that
eat,
office
before we
politics,
even have
yeah.
any type of professional interaction, I want to know them. I want to know if they got kids, dogs, a cat, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to come into the meeting laughing. Hey, so and so, right? And it gets to the point where you almost have to kill them with kindness. Like you get them so hard with the kindness that they don't know what to do. And the thing is, you don't got to stop being direct, but
Right.
you have to constantly don't back down.
You might just need to hit them with a Niambi shit sandwich.
What do you mean?
You know what it is. Add some little positive stuff.
Yeah.
Add that shit in the middle of how trash they are, and then add a little bit more positive. Like I look forward to you guys improving and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this is excellent progress.
See how it's executed, but you done already slid that.
Because the thing
shit
is
and
not what you're
shadiness
saying;
to
it's
it.
just how you saying
Right.
it, right? But the thing is, you just have to change what the fuck you saying, right, to get the point across. We done gave you a lot of options. You're not alone, sis. Yeah, I don't even know if that was too helpful, but it is bullshit. It does happen.
Give us an update, Nicole.
Yeah, like I need to know more about him. How much influence and power does he have?
Right,
So
if he ain't
have a
got
lot,
now, fuck that
him.
nigga.
Like that, and that's what you got to learn how to play. Like you have to learn which people you need to invest more time in and what folks you don't need to invest time in, right?
Yeah.
So it might be even a thing where you also almost giving more energy to other clients groups so they can be your ally advocate when you're not in the room.
Right.
So when he be like, oh my gosh, she's so direct and do this, they be like, well, actually, I don't think she is. She does X, Y, and Z. Right? Sometimes you need other people to shut it down for you.
Right. I think Nicole's a rock star.
Yes. And that's so you need to feel like what's his power play. If you know, write us back what his power play is or what his level of influence is, and then we can tell you different areas. Because if he has high influence, we might need to work a way to not getting his good graces, but at least go under the radar for him, just to make your life easier.
Right.
But if he not, fuck him.
Yeah, I agree.
HR half time they don't like y'all no way.
They don't.
No one likes HR.
They don't.
That's why I be trying to steer clear. They be trying to give me in the HR route. Nope.
Good luck and Godspeed.
You don't want Niambi in HR. Look, nope. People like, have you thought about HR? Nope.
Niambi a fuck around and have all black people there. Niambi is not. She like I'm putting a hiring freeze on hiring white folks.
People like, Niambi, I don't think that's legal. Y'all look like y'all done did it for black people. I ain't seen no blacks come through here. It must be a hiring freeze on black people. We just making it even now.
I'm putting a hiring freeze on all
White people. So white people need not apply to next year. Because that's how I be looking when they don't be hiring no black. It look like it must be a hiring freeze. But anyway, let us know more about the situation and good luck too, sis.
Yeah, good luck. So as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters.com at gmail.com. To leave a comment about anything that we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud, and we also got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784.
Hold on, wait before we finish. I'm sorry, I'm still processing on this issue. Something else you want to talk about? Well, I'm probably gonna get more feedback on Friday too. You want to tell your manager, stop having your manager be the middleman. Reiterate that you would prefer next time if he has a problem with the way that you talk, instead of getting her involved, that he should go directly to you. Right? Because that was a power move by him even escalating it to your manager. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So you need to figure out what his dig is, right? Because that's something that should have came directly to you. And I would even ask my manager to be like, do you think it was appropriate that he came to you without even coming to me and asking me? Do you think there's some unconscious bias at play there?
Because he a bitch-ass white boy.
Like, that's the type of stuff you got to nip in the butt, right? And you got to get your manager to back it. Because what your manager should have pushed back and said, thank you for this feedback. However, since this is the first instant, I would suggest you reach out to so-and-so and have a conversation to see how you all can work through this issue. If you need me to come, facilitate, let me know. That should have been, that as a manager, that would have been my pushback to it. Get the fuck out of here. But... okay.
As always.
I'm sorry. I'm still processing. I should have read it before the episode. I'll probably come back with more advice Friday.
Talk to y'all later.
Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.
Peace. Oh, now she get like the peace.